Hey, I got another terrific transformation. This is Sheila. Sheila Pickens.
Yes.
Sheila contacted me in response to something we had on the show. Tell us your story. And you got a great story. You're 160 pounds now.
That's correct,
Okay.
I am.
What did you used to weigh?
I weigh 261 pounds.
Okay, so that's 101 pounds.
Correct, it is.
That's amazing.
It is.
That's amazing.
I am amazed that I have lost that much weight.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Were you always
Always
heavy?
been heavy.
Yeah.
I probably haven't weighed 160 since, could be maybe even elementary school, definitely junior high school.
Yeah.
So
what happened? What triggered this desire to get in shape? What caused it to pop or snap?
Well, a couple of things. One is that in 2004, my brother was diagnosed with adult onset diabetes, and he had made the comment that he was going to lose his weight. And my brain instantly said, I'm not letting my brother lose his weight before I get mine off.
A little competition there with
a little
the sibling,
competition,
yeah.
and that was in 2004. So I actually didn't start my weight loss till 2005.
Okay.
But I think the thing that motivated me the most is in the Bible, Proverbs 23, verse 2, it talks about if you lean towards being a glutton, it's best that you slit your throat.
Yeah.
Well, gluttony, is overeating and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, is sinning.
Yeah.
And I'm always wanting to improve on myself spiritually as well as physically, and so that kind of stuck in my brain that it was an area of life that I did not have control in.
Wow.
It was an area that I felt God was telling me I need to get some control over.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing since July of 2005 is when I started my weight loss program.
Wow. I often share with people that a lot of times we don't have the willpower to become the overcomer. And you kind of hit on that. If we call out and get some extra help and direction, then God gets the glory.
That's correct.
And that's so awesome to see that manifested in your story and just a walking testimony of encouragement for people, because it really is a disease that's taking over our nation. And we talked about this earlier too. We talked about gluttony, and what I recognize is gluttony is a form of lust.
Right.
And we think of lust in a sexual sense, but what is lust? But I must have it now.
Right.
And I will always challenge people when it comes to times when there's a great feast. In an American culture, that's Thanksgiving. Close your eyes at Thanksgiving and listen to the noises that people are making. Not that I would know what an orgy sounds like, but I imagine that's what it would sound like, just the sounds of desire coming out of people. And I think with food, that I must have it now. We lust, we crave food, and that is just so powerful that sometimes we need a little higher power to overcome. And you've done it. And you've done it very uniquely, okay? I think a lot of people will look toward professionals. They'll join gyms, they'll get trainers, and all that stuff's wonderful. But you did it differently. How did you do it?
Well, I did it at home. I actually had entertained the thought of doing the lap band or the gastric bypass, and really gave serious thought about doing that.
Yeah.
And in my mind I said, this is crazy. I can lose the weight if I just stick to it day by day, each day at a time, and make my changes. So I started doing that in July '05, and I keep a log every day, even yet. Now right now, since I'm at my maintenance, I weigh myself every day, so I'm just not really keeping track of my intake or my calories, but I know what I weigh every day and what I can eat to stay in that range. But a lot of people do not like to count calories. The number of calories that you take in compared to the number of calories that you expend makes the big difference. So if I'm eating a lot more than what I'm expending, then I'm not going to lose weight. And the other thing is I started incorporating exercise, and I did that by videotapes at home. And a lot of people, just like my sister-in-law, she's currently losing weight. She said, I actually hate exercising.
Yeah.
I said, you know what, I felt the same way, but when you see what it starts doing to your body, your attitude will change, and you can hardly wait to start your exercise. So that's what I did. I've done it at home, and I'm usually early at 6 o'clock in the morning. I begin my exercise program, and I've got it done for the day, and still watch my calorie intake.
Is it a calisthenic type tape, floor aerobics? What kind of stuff is it?
It's a walking program where that you don't just walk, but you also do side steps, kicks, arm raises. I use weights with it. Maybe it's a mile, 2 miles to 4 miles. And so you do a lot of different things, kickbacks, knee lifts, just a variety of things that are incorporated in that walking tape.
How long does it take you to do your exercise at home?
Well, if I do the 1 mile, it's about 20 minutes. If I go to the 4 mile, then we're looking at an hour.
Okay.
And when I was really recently, I had just attained my doctor set goal weight, which was February 19th.
Okay.
And he wanted me to be 165, and I'm now below that. I would walk 8 to 12 miles a day because I'd say, I have got to get to this goal.
Yeah.
And one of my reasons is I'm also involved now. I mean, I've lost most of my weight before this program, but I'm involved in a program called TOPS, Take Off Pounds Sensibly.
Tell us about that.
Well, TOPS is a program that is one of the places that it's located as a Countryside Nazarene Church on Tuesday evenings. Another location is in South Lebanon Nazarene on Monday evenings.
Okay.
And you use your own program as far as what kind of diet program you want to use. And we're a support group just to encourage each other. For me, I don't look at my program as a diet. I look at it as a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
I've gone from eating 3 times a day to 5 times a day.
Okay.
And that works for me because then I'm not starving and I don't just eat. You know, when you're starving, you don't think about what you're doing and you just eat your food. So
more of a grazer.
More of a grazer.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So now I have my little pin here, a COP, which is Keep Off Pounds Sensibly. And that means now I'm an example to those who are on their weight loss journey to attain that goal.
Well, fantastic.
So that's how I've been doing my program. And honestly, the TOPS program for me will be something I'll stay in for the rest of my life because I do not intend on gaining that weight back.
Yeah, well, I think the encouragement that you can offer people in that group is great. And, you know, part of the victories and part of your success is, along the course of accomplishing all that, did you ever fail? Did you ever have a bad day?
Oh, yes. You have good days and bad days, and some days you just feel like you want to give up and just say, you know, why am I doing this and for what purpose? And I'll never get there, especially when you look, I've got to lose 100, 200 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose as compared to maybe 10, 15 pounds. But I just said, you know what, I can go on that routine again, which I've done many times over. But I said, this time it's one day at a time.
Yeah.